What's up, guys? Today we're going to be looking at the Huawei P20 Lite and the Coolpad Legacy. So I just want to show you the state of budget smartphones and how good they're getting these days. The Coolpad Legacy is $100 and the P20 Lite is $200. So let's just look at the hardware of these two phones. So as you can see, they both have dual cameras, a fingerprint scanner. The P20 Lite looks better in my opinion. As you can see, it just has a more unique design. As you can see, it hitting the light and just looks cooler, looks better. The Coolpad Legacy sort of has a carbon fiber inspired design, kind of reminds me of a race car sort of thing going on here. And they're on the side, you both have a power buttons, volume rocker, and on the bottom, you would think these are not dual speakers on the Coolpad Legacy. It's just one speaker firing out the right, and you have the same thing on the P20 Lite. Both have USB Type-C, headphone jack at the bottom, headphone jack at the top, both front-facing cameras. So as you can see, the P20 Lite is very small compared to the Coolpad Legacy. It has a 5.84-inch display. The Coolpad Legacy has a 6.39-inch display. So let's go ahead and get into the specs real quick. I'm starting with the Coolpad Legacy. So you do have a 3980 milliamp battery, which is going to get you around 2 days of battery life. It's pretty good. The dual cameras on the back are a 16 megapixel and a 5 megapixel camera. You do have a 13 megapixel front facing camera. You do have 3 gigabytes of RAM and 30 gigabytes of storage, and you can expand that storage up to 128 gigabytes with a micro SD. This is a full HD display. Now you do have the Snapdragon 450 processor. It is an octa-core and Android 9.0 right out of the box. So let's go ahead and run a quick speed comparison. So let's go ahead and clear all the apps out. Alright, so let's go ahead and try the camera real quick. 3, 2, 1. You can see much faster on the P20 Lite. Let's try YouTube. 3, 2, 1. So you can see that processor and that more RAM comes in handy. 3, 2, 1. Still booting up there. Let's try the Google Play Store. 3, 2, 1. That was probably the closest one. What else do we have? Try the PSP emulator. 3, 2, 1. Yeah, that wasn't that fair. Let's back out. Try it again. 3, 2, 1. You see, almost instant on that one. Let's try the settings app. 3, 2, 1. So as you can see, P20 Lite just a smidge faster. Alright, let's go ahead and try one game real quick. Let's try Bejeweled. 3, 2, 1. So as you can see, almost pretty much the same on both of them. So let's go ahead and get into UI. This has a stock Android, and it really comes down to personal preference. The Huawei's UI is really kind of stock Android. It's not really too crazy. I actually prefer Huawei's UI because there's just more customization options. You don't have to download a launcher. So if I go into settings on both these phones, you can see that there's going to be way more stuff to play around with and customize with Huawei's phone, and there's really not a lot of stuff to customize and play with the standard, vanilla Android. So that's really a personal preference. Now if I want to watch videos, I kind of prefer the P20 Lite because, like I said, it has a better display. The colors pop. And if you go ahead and boot that up on here, we can check out the speaker quality. Now this does have a bigger display and it is HD, but the colors just don't pop as much on the P20 Lite. So the display is bigger, but I think the display on the P20 Lite still looks better for watching videos. Now one of the things I think is important is the fingerprint scanner. So as you can see, we got the fingerprint scanner on both, and I'm going to go ahead and unlock it. 3, 2, 1. So you can see the P20 Lite is almost instant. And let's try the face unlock on both. And see, yeah, the P20 Lite is almost instant. So it's just very fast. Like, it's just instant. So that's one of the things I love about the P20 Lite. I guess it doesn't have an animation. Maybe that's why it's so much faster, but I mean, that's crazy. It's just almost instant. There is a little animation with the Coolpad. So now when it comes to camera quality, there's almost no comparison. The P20 Lite is just much better color accuracy. The detail in the photos are a little bit better, and it takes better wide angle photos. This does not take wide angle photos. It does have a portrait mode, but that's pretty much it. But the cameras on the P20 Lite are way better, especially the selfie camera. It's so much better. Now I will say the portrait mode on the Coolpad Legacy is really nice. I mean, just look at the blur, look at the detail. The portrait mode is really nice on here, so I do have to give it points for that. So as far as the camera goes, the P20 Lite is better. You have more features in the camera application, as you can see, and you do have a night shot, which the P20 Lite does not have. But the Coolpad Legacy's night shot is actually really bad. It pretty much doesn't do anything. So you know, it's on there, but it just does not work great at all. So cameras much better on the P20 Lite. You have that wide angle camera. You still have the portrait mode. The selfie camera is better, and it takes better video. So the P20 Lite is definitely the winner, you know, hands down. Alright, so to conclude this video, is there anything about the Coolpad Legacy that's better than the P20 Lite? Honestly, no, but there is one thing, and I think the battery life is much better on the Coolpad Legacy. The problem with the P20 Lite is that it has such a high resolution display. With only a 3000 milliamp battery, you have a 4000 milliamp battery in this one, and it just shows you can get through about a day and a half of battery life with the Coolpad, and you really can only get through a day of battery life with the P20 Lite. That's the only advantage. Otherwise, the cameras are better. It's way faster at pretty much everything you do. And yeah, but you do have stock Android on here, so if you're a stock Android fan, this is going to be great. The cameras on the P20 Lite are far superior, especially the front-facing camera and the back cameras. You have a wide-angle lens, and it just takes better photos. But I'm impressed with this phone. It is $100, so you know, for $100 you're getting still a really nice phone. It can go head-to-head even with one of my favorite budget phones, the P20 Lite. So that's going to conclude today's comparison. Thanks for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next video.